Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reviewing the Lunar Beauty Lives of Drag palette. I was so excited to see the reveal of this palette because this palette to me is not like very different as in the shades, but very different as in how everything was put together, like the packaging, the placement of the shadows. Like I really love how it has a colorful side and a neutral side, as well as the two shimmers in the middle. I just really like how all that was put together in one palette, so you can definitely use it as a travel palette, as your go-to palette, as a maybe even client palette. I'm gonna go through some details about the palette really quick. I'll put, if you're not really interested in any of that, I'll put the timestamp to where the demo starts. Really quick, obviously, well, as you guys know, this is Manny MUA's brand, which is called Lunar Beauty, and his first product was this eyeshadow palette, which is called Lives of Drag. So the palette retails for $45 and it contains 14 shades. So it has 6 neutral, 6 colorful, and then 2 shimmers right in the middle. It also comes with a dual-ended brush, and I'm not sure why it doesn't say like on the palette, like on the back, but it is cruelty-free and vegan, like Manny MUA said. And then it also has a mirror, which I really like that, because you can, like I said, you can use this palette like as a travel palette, and if you forget your mirror, let's say you have one right here and it is pretty big, so you can just do your eyeshadow like looking right at this mirror and you'll be good to go. It's the mirror's pretty good. It doesn't seem like it's like a really cheap mirror or anything like that. The packaging does feel really nice. The palette is pretty heavy, not too heavy obviously, but it does feel heavy, and it is pretty big. I was not expecting this to be this size. This is my hand compared to the palette. Like, I don't know, to me this is pretty big. Like, I'm not used to anything like this, but I really do love the packaging. I feel like this palette is definitely worth it, and you should definitely get it if you're on the fence about it. So with all of that said, without further ado, let's get on to the demo. So first I'll be starting off with Campy, which is this yellow shade right here, and I am applying that with a Makeup Shag T12 brush. And so far there's only a little bit of kickback, but nothing too much. It doesn't really bother me that much. After applying the yellow, I am starting to blend it out by using circular motions. Next, I'm going to be adding some of Snatched, which is this deep red. And to apply that, I'm using a Morphe M513. After blending Snatched out into Campy, I'm building up Snatched some more, just to give it a little more depth, and to actually bring out the color, because I feel like it just faded a little bit when I blended it out. So far, everything seems to blend out perfectly fine. I'm not having any trouble blending out the colors together or anything like that, so far I'm really liking it. Next, I'm going to be adding Pageant Queen, which is this purple shade right here, into the outer corner and bring it a little bit into my lid. And for that, I'm actually going to be trying out the brush that comes in the palette. So since it's a little more dense, I'm gonna be using that, and like I said, start packing it onto the outer part of my lid and bring it inwards. Since the brush is dense. It is really helping me out here. The shadow is applying really well onto the lid, and I'm gonna bring it up here on my crease just a little bit, not all the way. Then I'm gonna go back in with my Morphe M513, which is the brush we used with the previous shade, and blend those two together once more. I'm just going to pat whatever product there is onto the outer part of the cut crease. So now that I've cut my crease, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I'm gonna go into Kai Kai, which is this pink shade. Yes, you heard it. Pink shade. Then pat Kai Kai right on the outer right on the outer part of the cut crease. And finally, on the inner part of the cut crease, I'm going to be adding Cake Face, which is the white shade from the palette. And again, I'm going to be using the brush that came in the palette, but instead of this side, I'm going to be using the more flat side. And I am patting in the product, not really dragging. And I'm adding some of what's left on the brush on the top part of the cut crease. And I'm starting to drag the white onto the pink just a little bit to blend those out, but I'm also going to go back in with the brush. I used the pink so the white doesn't take over. So now I'm gonna go do my other eye and the rest of my face as well, and I'll be right back to give you guys my final thoughts on the palette. Now that we finished our whole face, I'm going to use Campy once more on my lower lash line. And I'm going to apply that all over my lower lash line. Then I'm applying Snatched. Finally, on the outer corner, I'm applying Pageant Queen. And on my waterline, I'll be applying the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. So this is the completed look. I didn't really want to add too much on the lips. I just wanted to add some gloss on it, and I used the Dose of Color Sassy X Katie lip gloss, which is called Over the Top. There you go. So my final thoughts on this palette is that I like it a lot. I know I only used the colorful side on this video, but I promise my next video will be the neutral, more like neutral side. I already have that look planned out, so next video will be that. But as for the colors, the only ones I didn't use were Kiki and Fishy, which is the blue shadows. As far as the ones I did use, I think that I really loved the yellow one, and they all blended perfectly fine. Not like right away, obviously, like you do need to blend, but you don't need to blend where to the point where your arm's gonna hurt or anything like that. And there's really no patchiness like going on. I was able to blend everything perfectly fine. I did use the white, and I have to say it's not as pigmented as it could be, I believe. I feel like it could be like a more pigmented white, and that'll like make it just better, but it's not too bad. I mean, you can still use it and just build it up a little. I still like how the look came out. Everything, like I said, blended well. So I really love that it has like a mirror, like, and that it actually flips all the way, because it's really helpful for when I'm gonna show you like what shadow I'm gonna use and stuff like that, or just to like hold and stuff or whatever. I just love that it's really flexible. I actually was surprised by the size. I have to say, I like the packaging. I love the packaging. I love the holographic effect. I love just how it has that all over, and I just really like the colors that are in this palette. I love that you're able to take this as a use it as your travel palette basically, because it has your neutrals and your colorful shadows. So you can create so many looks with it. Even if you're not feeling colorful, like you still have this side, this whole side, and you'd be fine. Like, and you can even just do like a little pop of color, and I just love how you can do that with just one palette. Like, I feel like this should have been done a while back, but you know, people love their warm tones and neutrals. I would definitely recommend this palette. I know it can be on the more pricey side, but I feel like it's definitely worth it. Like, you're really gonna get a use out of it. This is really my opinion. I really do love the palette. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be using it more often. If you guys want any more colorful looks on this palette, let me know. Like I said, I am gonna be doing another look on this palette, so stay tuned for that. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and that it was helpful, and let me know if you do decide to get the palette. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, obviously. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below for any other video suggestions you might have. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Don't forget to hit that bell button down below to be notified every time I upload. And I think I figured a way for you to like actually be notified. I think you have to, like, if you do have it on already, turn it off and then turn it back on, and then I think that will let you know when I upload, because like I said, YouTube's being really weird lately, and you know, not letting people know when I upload or when other people upload. So what's the point of having that button? So, but just do that to make sure you do get notified. It helps a lot. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.